Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and peace be upon all of you guys. As you saw in the title, today I'll be talking what people essentially say is the fragrance that catapulted the clone dupe perfume industry to a level that rivals designers and niche houses, at least in terms of popularity, and that is none other than the Club de Nuit Intense Man on the Toilette, or CDNIM, as many like to call it. Now, what made this launch so big, so significant as it was and still is the frag which is cloning Creed Aventus, one of the most popular niche perfumes that gets tons of mentions. Even now after 15 years from its launch. And today's frag was launched in 2015, so 10 years ago, from the house of Armaf. I bought mine on the 8th of June last year for the equivalent of $38.20 from Notino. Without further ado, let's go right ahead and take a look at the presentation, guys. Okay guys, in this case we have this sturdy black rectangular prism box, which is actually pretty thick, pretty solid. We have here this kind of a crystal ornament inside the circle. On the front we have Club de Nuit or the Toilette, 105 milliliters size. On the left side we have a sticker of authenticity. On the right we have Club de Nuit Intense written. Okay, on the back we have the ingredients. On the top we have Armaf's logo, and on the bottom we have the barcode. More information here, and it says here that mine was manufactured in November 2023 in France. Now, the box itself, if you ever saw the original Creed Aventus, it also has the this kind of a texture to it, which actually makes me think that maybe it resembles the birch tree. However, the birch tree isn't black. However, this texture here kind of makes you think of the bark of a tree. In this case, let's go right ahead and open it up. I like that the guys from Armaf are actually pretty careful with their packaging. They have this lid here and this here, and inside lies the bottle. Okay, this is the bottom. As you can see here, pretty solid glass. We have Club de Nuit Intense Man on the front. We have this kind of a talisman looking ornament here with the crystal and this chain. We have on this side Club de Nuit. Nothing on this side. Nothing on the back. Nothing on the top. Have here Armaf written here and some ingredients. Also, one more thing before we take a look at the box further. We also get this kind of a mini brochure, I would call it, which is actually also present in the Creed Aventus. However, there are two pictures from two of the members of the Creed family. However, here we have actually 4 other fragrances: Club de Nuit Milestone, Club de Nuit Imperial, Milestone. I currently do not own it, however I tried it several times. It's quite a nice fragrance, and so as these two, Club de Nuit Untold, which is a Baccarat Rouge 540 clone, and Club de Nuit Sillage, which is the Silver Mountain Water clone. Pretty nice detail here from Arma. Now coming back to the bottle, the cap is pretty solid, and it doesn't come off easily, which is a plus. As you can see here, black color and atomizer. Let's go right ahead and take a look at it. Honestly, generally speaking, the atomizers coming from this line aren't fantastic. However, they do their job. It's not as if you press it and nothing comes out. In this case, let's discuss further, guys. In this case, guys, let's take a look, as usual, at the notes, which are as follows. Off the top, we get apple, bergamot, blackcurrant, pineapple, and lemon. The middle notes are rose, birch, and jasmine. And the base notes are musk, ambergris, patchouli, and vanilla. Now, I do have to preface my description of the scent with the fact that indeed, as many other people mentioned, reviewers or people on the comments on different social media outlets, it does have a screechy tinge to it. The lemon can come across abrasive, so you'll have to be careful if you decide to get it. Maybe you'll be able to test it before to see if this tinge actually will bother you, or maybe you'll not get any of it, since as you know, fragrances do tend to have different batches, and sometimes they either can get reformulated or due to some other circumstances the smell might differ. Also, you might know or might not know, however, this line, particularly the Club de Nuit Intense, the one which clones Creed Aventus, does have quite a number of fragrances, this being the Eau de Toilette, there's the Eau de Parfum, there's a limited edition, there's a, if I'm not mistaken, a Dubai limited edition, something like that, that has the Emirati flag. So in case this one might not be what you're looking for, the other ones, as far as I know, do not have this screechy tinge to it. Nevertheless, this is indeed an enjoyable scent. After you get used to that tinge, you get the blackcurrant, you get the birch lemon combo. You also kind of get the pineapple on the top. There is also some floral influence to it that makes it pretty interesting and appealing, in my humble opinion. You also get the musk and some sweetness that comes from the vanilla. The longevity on this clone, Superstar, on my skin is around 9+ hours, with more than a decent projection for 2 hours plus. This is without a doubt fragrance that could be worn in any season or occasion due to its freshness and alluring smell. Now, my final rating for it would be a 8.9. If it didn't have that lemon screechy tinge to it, I would have ranked it even higher, since the DNA itself, the Creed Aventus, is quite pleasing. It wasn't considered by so many people as one of the most popular niche fragrances for nothing. That birch, the lemon, like I mentioned earlier, the pineapple, the blackcurrant. It's actually also my scent of the day. The musk. All of these elements do combine into something which is quite great, considering that not only these inexpensive Arabic clones are going after, even more expensive fragrances are taking a page from Creed Aventus' book. so to say. You also have Mont Blanc fragrance that smells similar to this. You also have two other well-known niche fragrances that took inspiration from this one being from Ansera, Cedrat Boaz, and the other being Nishane Hajivat, which also are, like I said, took inspiration from Credaventus. So it isn't a popular DNA for nothing. It's quite mass appealing, quite uplifting, quite refreshing. Some might say it is quite a perfect fragrance. Of course, this statement alone is subjective, since we can never discuss about a fragrance as being perfect, since there's no one type of fragrance that will please everyone, or that will have the longevity that will please everyone, and so on and so forth. And indeed, if you have the chance to test the original Nuit Toilette, do so and see if it will be to your liking. If you've tested Credaventus in the past and you don't want to pay that high amount and you'd want something which is similar at an acceptable price, you might try this one, or for a safer solution, you could go for the others, the Eau de Parfum, the limited editions, which since those pretty much cut out that screechy tinge to it. And this was it, guys. For me personally, this is quite pleasant. I'm not bothered too much by that tinge, and I do consider it to be a great fragrance, which wasn't hyped for no good reason. And this was it, guys. This was my review for the Club de Nuit Man Eau de Toilette from Armaf, one of the most well-known and best Arabic clone fragrance houses. This was it, guys. I do hope that my video was useful to you guys, and I hope that I'll see you in the other one. I do wish you a wonderful day.